What if an eclipse was not just a celestial event, but a gateway to our subconscious mind? Here is a little bit of story to give some background. I ponder between going to Texas or staying in LA. After all, there was a major event that could only be seen once in a lifetime. My intuition and commitments finally led me to stay here. And it's interesting how it ended up being the best option. Being restless this morning, I decided that I wanted to be in nature to sink in this energy. Then I headed to a park nearby, which didn't go well because the road was blocked. I returned home and realized that if I wanted to see the eclipse, I needed to get some glasses or maybe make them by myself. Time was ticking and I was running out of it. And as I go downstairs, I see my neighbors watching it a few minutes before the eclipse reaches its peak. One of them offered me their glasses. Then I saw it, the perfect crescent shape, with the sun covered almost 40%. Then she said, as reading my mind, "It looks like a crescent moon," and I agreed. I got to see this nature's wonder, and I went upstairs to reflect on it. I decided to meditate next to the front door to receive the energy from the sun. As I contemplate the words, "It looks like a crescent moon," persistently resonating in my mind. Then all of a sudden, a realization came to me. What if the so-called crescent moon in the archetypal image of Lord Shiva's head might actually be a representation of the eclipse? Symbols always convey deeper truths that can only be uncovered by contemplation. I then remembered the time that I have drawn this concept after my meditations, and I can say the idea of an eclipse is more meaningful and it aligns better. How is that? The darkness represents the unawareness of the subconscious mind, the shadow we ignore in our path, while the slivering of light represents the conscious waking state. When we have our eyes wide open, it's like the sun itself radiating everything, blinding us even to our own weaknesses. This symbol of an eclipse is a paradox in itself. By meditating, we close our eyes to become truly alert, bringing awareness to the subconscious aspects of ourselves, and shutting down the distracting light of the conscious world. We retreat behind the shadow to get to know our deepest being. By eclipsing our vision, a new world unfolds. Breaking from the shadows, a light appears behind it. The imagery of an eclipse on Shiva's head, the representation of cosmic consciousness, and the archetype of a yogi, could suggest a state of vigilant introspection, keeping the outer world in a soft focus with our eyes half asleep to prevent falling prey from its deceptions. With this one last statement, being awake to the truth means being asleep to the world, and being awake to the world means being asleep to the truth. In observing the partial eclipse through someone else's lens, a singular moment transformed into a profound metaphor for an enlightening journey. This celestial phenomenon, often celebrated for its rarity and beauty, mirrored the intricate dance between what's seen and the unseen forces within us. It highlights the importance of looking beyond the surface and seeking the light that emerges from the darkness, and of the constant interplay between being and not being in our quest for consciousness. In this deceiving world, where truth lies beneath the layers of illusion, Eclipse stands as a celestial guide pointing us to a deeper understanding of our inner world and the universe at large. These are some reflections that I had earlier and I just wanted to share with you, and also a reminder to look at those moments in life that can bring a lot of wisdom and understanding of our journey. I try to remind myself to be alert to anything that surrounds me, because it's a potential teacher in whichever way or form it presents itself. I invite you to subscribe to my channel and leave your comments below. If you're interested in learning about the path to meditation and other spiritual practices, as well as a more pragmatic, science-based approach. Thank you again, and see you in the next video.